gallery, and we're here at Phoenix Sacred Farms. We're getting there, almost ready with Appalachian Elementals studio here. We're starting to get some stuff on the walls. More than that, I got to thinking, how does anybody know what gets sold in the humblest art studio in the mountains? Is the art actually humble? I like to think not. And I've had a lot of people, hang on just a second. I've had a lot of people ask me, Aaron, your prices, where are you selling stuff? Yeah, I love making stuff. Hang on a second. But selling stuff has never been my strong suit. It's the part every artist struggles with. Well, since a lot of people have been asking me about my stuff and I need to put it out there to start selling, here's what we offer. And it's Christmas, guys. It's almost Christmas time. It's the holidays. So if you're looking for a very unique present, one of my bowls or sculptures is going to be it. This is a phenomenal piece. This is a piece of black walnut. And you can see it had spalted, came down during Hurricane Helena. Unfortunately, and I was able to get most of the tree, but it was so old and rotten. It was a homestead walnut tree from Mitchell County, North Carolina. And this one I have inlaid with chrysocolla, malachite, there's copper. This is trolleite quartz right here, which is a very special quartz. It's got a lot of energy in it, a lot of healing energy in it. And it only comes from one place in the world down in Mexico. And that's a pretty awesome piece of that beautiful blue quartz. I love this one. This is one of my favorite pieces that I've done so far. And this piece for the holidays, this piece is $1,500. And I will offer free shipping on this within the United States. So one of my favorite pieces, if you have someone you're trying to give a very special present to, definitely it. If you're looking for something maybe a little bit smaller, this is a beautiful, beautiful piece of a black oak burl. And I drug this burl in. It was huge, weighed about 200 pounds when I first started with it. And where I inlaid this one, I actually used sea glass. Let me see if I can get back over. There we go. Sea glass, hematite, some different types of quartz. And I think this one turned out very nice. You can see it started to spalt, and especially along the sapwood here. Oak isn't one of my favorite bowls to use, or woods to use, but the burls, and especially the black oak, absolutely phenomenal. This piece is $205. Again, on these I will offer free shipping in the United States for the holidays. So message me here, let me know. Take most major credit cards over the phone, PayPal, Venmo, all that kind of stuff. This is kind of a new experiment for me, folks, so hey, we'll give it a go. Not real good at this, kind of an afterthought. Read some comments on my YouTube channel, which is where you can watch me make some of this stuff. Aaron's Appalachian Eclectic. Now this is a really phenomenal piece here. So this is maple. I'm not sure which species of maple it is. Turn over here, we get a little bit better light. But there we go. All right. So this is a piece of maple, and you'll notice these lines right here. So that is not native to the wood. That's not natural to the wood. That is called an ambrosia beetle. So you can see the tiny, tiny little holes maybe right here where the beetle originally got in there. And as it does kill the tree, but you can see these really, really cool designs. Almost looks like a hand and fingers. Anytime you see that pattern and design, that is a tree that was killed by an ambrosia beetle. This big maple bowl I made, and it is inlaid with several different things. Again, we've got some chrysocolla, we've got malachite, we've got sodalite, copper. This one has a little bit of brass as well. Just anywhere that the wood wasn't quite up to par, instead of it being something that we couldn't use. I think it turns it into a much more beautiful piece. It makes it better. So just kind of two of my favorite hobbies I put together. And I call it elemental art. Not sure. I like to think it's something that, even though obviously it did not grow like this, it didn't come out of the ground like this, I like to think of it as where you know, an elemental creature would live, you know, a fairy or a troll, something. I'm a huge sci-fi nerd. Yeah, I said it. It doesn't bother me at all. But, you know, think Mother Nature's artistry. If she can make wood that looks like this and rocks that look like this, why couldn't she put them all together? And I love showcasing nature. I love showcasing what she makes and how she makes it. Everything I work with is all pretty much, you know, natural elemental stuff, in its rawest form. And that's my style. We're working on it. All right, guys, this piece, and I did forget to say this piece is $360. Again, offering free shipping in the United States through Christmas, but there's only a couple weeks left, really by the 15th, so there's not about 10 days left to order. And I'm gonna try and do a video every day for the next 5 or 6 days. That way, in case I do not have the humblest art studio in the mountains, the Appalachian Elemental Gallery, completely up and running in time, you can still go ahead and buy some of the most unique and probably the most special Christmas present anyone's ever received. All right, guys, well, that was pretty short, fast, to the point. So make sure and follow, subscribe, and stay tuned. A lot more coming up, and with any luck at all, we will actually be up, running, and selling out of our studio next week or so. I keep saying this weekend. Oh well. All right, guys, have a nice day.